So I am finally done with finals, and it feels great, to be honest, because this month has been really stressful, and I'm really happy that it's all gone now, and it's all passed by now, and I can just sit back and relax now and narrate this battle for you guys. Now, I will go abroad next week, so I will not be able to get up any videos next week at all, but the week after that, meaning in 2 weeks from now, I will be able to get up a lot of videos because summertime and stuff, so I got a lot of free time. But for now, I've got an NET battle here against a guy by the name of Pyrotoz from Smogon, and I think this guy has a YouTube with like 45,000 subscribers, so yeah, and he uploads like Call of Duty and Pokemon, so you guys should go check it out if you're interested in that kind of stuff. But yeah, this is an NET battle here, like I said, and my team is almost fully offensive. It really depends on how you define the word defensive, but my Haunter is semi-defensive, I guess you can say, because it's got an EV light and it's got a little bit of HPVs. But other than that, it's pretty much only got speed and special attack EVs. But yeah, and my Cacturn has a little bit of HPVs as well, so does my Altaria, but my sock is actually a really kind of weird set. It's not got any choice item. It's actually a expert belt sock with close combat and ice punch and stuff, and it can actually work out really well. It can fool your opponent and make them think that you're choiced. But yeah, and the rest of my pokes are pretty standard, really. My Altaria is a choice specs Altaria, can actually work out really well, and Substrike is a Lifeward one, Braviary is a choice scarf one, and my Cacturn is a Focus Sash one with spikes and Sucker Punch, Seed Bomb, and Swords Dance and stuff. So yeah, taking a look at this guy's team, though, I'm guessing his Beedrill is used to set up toxic spikes and stuff, but he's also got a Tentacle in there just to spin away enter hazards, and I'm happy that I do have my Haunter in there because it can block rapid spin and stuff. And I'm guessing he's got that Haunter, his own Haunter, can't even say it, his own Haunter there to block other rapid spins, but I don't have any spinners on my team. But yeah, I do see one thing that might be a little bit threatening on his team, and that is his Sneasel, because I got 3 pokes on my team that are weak to ice. I gotta make a change to that in the future, because that is a really bad mistake right there. Having 3 pokes weak to one type, that is a terrible mistake on my part right there. But anyways, let's go ahead and start this battle, shall we? So my opponent is gonna go in a leader with his Beedrills. I'm gonna lead with my Sock, and this is obviously a really bad matchup for him because most stocks do carry the rock move. In this case, I do carry the rock slide, so he is going to switch out of there into his Meganium as I go for the rock slide. It's not going to do a whole lot because I'm not choice banded, but it still does a pretty decent chunk considering that it's unstab and stuff. So going to switch out of there into my Cacturn, and he's going to make a nice play, predict that, and switch out of there into his Haunter. Now, he's going to go for the Trick the next turn, which I did not see coming at all. I don't know, I guess I haven't checked the recent sets, but I haven't really seen Trick on Haunter, but I guess it kind of works to cripple those defensive pokes, you know. So I'm just going to go straight for the spikes, and he's going to switch out of there again into his Tentacle, and I just go for a second layer of spikes because why not? This thing is pretty much useless anyway, so I might as well just set him up before I die. But then he switches out of there into his Tentacle. I'm guessing he's going to try to go for the Rapid Spin or set up of his own. He is going to set up some toxic spikes of his own, which is alright because I do have a few pokes that can resist that in the form of flying types, and this thing right here, which does have the levitate ability. So yeah, and I do carry the taunt on this thing as well, but unfortunately I go for the taunt a little bit too late. I was expecting maybe a second layer of toxic spikes, but then I go for the Will-O-Wisp. Unfortunately I do miss. I'm guessing this guy is just gonna keep on staying in there and try to take me out of there with a Scald, and this time I do hit with the Will-O-Wisp though, but it's a little bit too late because now he's going to take me out of there with the Scald, which kind of sucks. But yeah, he takes out my Haunter, and I will need to send in something that can easily revenge kill that thing. Otherwise, he will be able to get rid of my spikes, which I do not want at all. I will need those spikes up there for this game. So he's going to send in his Simisaze or Simseer, I think it's called Simseer, yeah, whatever. He's going to send in a Simiseer and take the Brave Bird, and obviously he's got to die because that thing has pathetic defenses, but he's going to send in his Haunter this turn. I know he does have the Focus Sash because he got rid of my Focus Sash from my Cacturn, so Gonna send in a Cacturn that previously had the Focus Sash and take the Thunderbolt. And this turn, I know he's going to send his tentacle because this is a perfect opportunity for him to rep spin away my spikes because my spin blocker is down. So I will need to go for the seed bomb this turn because I know he is not going to stay in there for sure because he does not want to take his sucker punch. So I'm really thankful that worked out, and I'm really happy that his tentacle is down because that means I will keep up the spike for the rest of this game, and that's going to be really, really helpful. Now, in comes his Beedrill, and I was like, okay, this thing's probably going to go for like a poison jab or something and take him out of there, so I might as well just flutter this thing out. But unfortunately, he goes for the Tailwind, and that completely caught me off guard, and now I make another really, really bad play and switch into Altaria because this thing could have revenge killed that thing and taken at least one poison jab and just taking that thing out of there with the Choice Specs boosted Dragon Pulse. But unfortunately, I make the bad play, and I sacrifice my Altaria instead, which would have been pretty helpful in this game as well. But yeah, then I go for the Sucker Punch, and I don't know really. This was a really bad mistake on my part. I probably should have seen this coming, but the Sucker Punch was way too obvious, so he just sets up another Tailwind, as I said in Sock. But thankfully, my Sock has decent enough bulk to take this poison jab right here, and I'm able to take him out of there with a Ice Punch. So I'm really, really happy that I got rid of his Beedrill. Otherwise, he would have swept through my team because I'm not even my Choice Scarf's Braviary can handle that thing because, you know, the Tailwind boosts up, gets you up to +2 for a few turns. So yeah, in comes his what's that thing called, Sneasel, and I was hoping that I could perhaps get off a close combat because I'm not locked into Ice Punch, but he's faster than me, so I guess I'm gonna have to accept that. And then he's gonna send in his Meganium, as I said in my Substrike. I just go straight for the Thunderbolt because I knew I could just take his Meganium out of there with an overheat afterwards, so I thought might as well. And I just go straight for the overheat. I get a useless critical hit there because I don't know. I think that's pretty useless because I can just easily just go for the overheat and take it out of there. I just go for the overheat because just in case a Thunderbolt would not take it out of there, because I don't know. I really didn't see how much damage that Thunderbolt did though. But yeah. In comes his Haunter. I go for the me first because I thought this thing was going to go for the Shadow Ball, but turns out he's got the Venoshock, which kind of makes sense because he's got toxic spikes on his team. But yeah, he's going to go for the Venoshock on me, and down goes my Zebstrika. Now, I've only got 2 pokes left at this point. I've got my Braviary and my Cacturn. This guy has his Sneasel and his Haunter. Now, if I can take at least one Ice Shard after this Brave Bird recoil, then I've won this game. If not, then I've lost because my Cacturn cannot take an Ice Shard from that thing because Cacturn has pretty terrible defenses. And voila, would you look at that? Even though this thing has, well actually no, this thing has pretty decent defenses. Would you look at that? It's got 341 HP without even investing any HP on this thing. Wow, okay. This thing does have pretty decent bulk, I guess, but I wasn't actually expecting to live that Ice Shard at all because Sneasel does have pretty decent attack. But yeah, go for the Brave Bird and take out that Sneasel. So that was a very close game, Pyrotoz. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle. Leave a like rating if you did. Definitely go check out Pyrotoz. He's a pretty cool guy. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!